Let's get more now on those cuts we've heard this morning from Barclays, because the bank is to cut 14,000 jobs this year. Half of them will be in the UK. That's more than the 10 to 12,000 job cuts that it already announced. Well, it's also said a further 5,000 jobs will now go by 2016. That brings the total by that point to 19,000. Well, of that total, 7,000 will go from the bank's investment arm, which has been suffering from falling revenues. And just over half that total over the next 3 years, those cuts will be in the UK. So let's get some more detail. Let's speak to Chris Skinner. He's a banking analyst in Salford for us. Chris, very good morning to you. Some staggering numbers there, 19,000 losses. But Anthony Jenkins, the chief exec, saying this morning that is necessary if the bank is to survive and to go on.
Yeah, Anthony Jenkins took over from Bob Diamond, and Bob Diamond had built a massive investment bank, one of the largest in the world. They took over Lehman Brothers after the crisis, what was left of Lehman Brothers in America. And now, because investment banking has become a bit of a tainted area, and the regulations are saying that banks have to separate investment banking, Anthony Jenkins is restructuring the bank completely and taking out a lot of that empire that was built by his predecessor.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. That investment bank, that's always been at the centre of all the controversy about these scandals. And we've seen, again, yesterday, HSBC said it's in a fall in its investment bank revenues too. How much of that has been brought on by this tighter regulation, this extra scrutiny from the authorities?
Well, a lot of it is the additional regulation, the tightening, the caps on bonuses, the lack of ability to trade in certain instruments, but also it's to do with a restructuring of the bank's culture. Anthony Jenkins, for example, is a retail banker, and he wants to make Barclays a good bank again, an honest commercial bank, retail bank, one that people like. And to do that, he's taking an axe across the investment arm.
Is that enough? I mean, we've seen the reputation of our biggest banks just hammered by all of these scandals. It seems they were never ending. Each of the banks trying to draw a line under those affairs, but they've been struggling to do so. Do you think this is enough today to do that?
Well, there's still a way to go. I mean, to get the trust back into the banking system, they have to behave ethically towards customers, and we've seen a lot of mis-selling scandals in the last decade, which hopefully we'll not see again in the future. Certainly what I see happening with RBS, with HSBC, with Barclays is that they're all investing very heavily in customer relations and technology, and that's also reducing staff numbers. So we'll see branch closures, for example. Barclays will close probably 1 in 4 branches over the next decade because of technology.
Yeah, really interesting times for all our banks. So Chris, thanks very much. Chris Skinner there, the banking analyst. Now,